we'll just put this. I got one of those clips out. Just put it here. So it's these ones. Crap. Right, let's go in with some Potion Glow Radiance Toner, Hyaluronic Acid and Niacinamide. All good for you. Hi Sarah. I thought I'd rush back and do a live. I've been out all day. And then I went to my mum's. Wasn't too sure whether I was going to come and do this live, but I thought I would. It smells heavily of watermelon, this. If you don't like watermelon, you're not going to like it. I do, luckily. I mean, I know it says watermelon on it, but that is one of the products that does smell of watermelon. I had a bad day at the job centre today. Stressing me out. Hi, Joe. Oh, didn't go well. So basically I went to the job centre. So last time I went in, they said, oh, you'll be upstairs at your next appointment. Your new work coach is lovely. Of course they're going to say that, aren't they? Your new work coach is lovely. I was very anxious about going. So anyway, obviously I went because I had an appointment, and if you don't go to your appointment, then they can stop paying you. So I went to the appointment, and basically they were saying things like, well, initially I went up and the security guard said, well, you need to go back downstairs and tell them that you've arrived. And I'm like, tell them that I've arrived? I was told that I just had to come up here. Can you not tell my work coach that I'm here? And he's like, no, I couldn't understand him really, what he was saying to me. They really need to employ people that can speak English there, because he was speaking very, very quietly and I couldn't understand him. So I went downstairs. My legs were killing. You know, normally I would go in the lift. I asked him if I could go in the lift, and he basically, I don't know if he pretended, but he spoke to someone in his walkie-talkie. 5 minutes later, I still hadn't been seen. So I'm like, you know what, forget about it. So I went downstairs to the job centre, which is out into another building, and I basically saw my previous work coach, who was, oh, I won't say his name on here actually. And I said, look, you know, last time I came in, you said I had to go upstairs from now on. And he said, yeah. He said, you've got an appointment today, haven't you? And I said, yeah, now. But they've told me to come down here. And he said, who has? And I said, the security guard. And I said, so what am I doing down here? And he's like, well, it's not down here, it's upstairs. And I said, right. I said, well, why do I need to be down here telling you I'm here? He said, no, you don't need to be. And I said, right, okay. I said, so I'm here. Can you let them know upstairs that I'm here? And can I use the lift? So he walked me to the lift. You know, why it's top security and that they've got to walk a person to a lift. What do they think that I'm going to do? There's cameras all over the place. So therefore, I went and saw my advisor, and she's like, and what have you been doing to look for work? And I'm like, well, it is on my journal, because in the UK, you've got to write everything on the journal, like all the applications that you've applied for. So, and she said, yeah, I've noticed like you don't get a lot of feedback. And I said, I do get feedback. I said, I don't get feedback. So, sorry, I said, I get feedback. They just don't really go into it because they can't go into it because they've got so many people applying for the same job. She said, well, we need to hear feedback so then we can, like, you know, help you. That could be volunteer work or something like that. So, I mean, it's just the way she was with me. It's like, I'm not doing enough. So, she pissed me off. I've missed loads of comments. Sorry, guys. Bye, Chest. Guys, if you said derogatory comments today, I'm not even going to give you a chance. I'm going to get you out of here. Hi, Ralph. Hi, Lyrics Man. Hi, Megan. What a carry on, I know. What a carrying on. Are you okay? Bit stressed. I'm okay. Hi, David. Mama, you. What do you mean, amateur reviews? What are you talking about? Bye, Dark Dog. I'd have been annoyed too, not helpful at all. I told them how annoyed I was. Hi, Zoe. A clown, Evan. Bye. Yes, you are a troll. Hi, Pat. Hi, Chloe. Right, let's get some Catrice Caffeine Kick Under Eye Serum on. No, you can't say a bad word in here, Pat. I'll get you out. Either be respectful or just leave. Yeah, it's going to be one of those lives again. You're not wrong. I'm okay, Dinesh. How are you? You look Victorian. If you say so. Ja, you've asked me that now 3 times. I've explained how I am. Hi, Stephanie. Let's take these rings off. I'm going to get some of this on, some of this Eternite Vitamin C face serum stick before I put my moisturiser on. I've already given you a shout out, Chloe. Bye, Chameleon. This smells like chocolate orange. It's actually quite nice. Thank you, Ari fan. Speak English, Louis. Or Louis. Ricardo, speak English. Otherwise, I'll have no option but to get you out. Right, we've got some day cream now. Is the same brand, Potion Glow Watermelon Elixir Radiance Face Cream. Bye, Hot Wang. I'll keep getting you out, guys. Say what you want. I'll keep getting you out. You're not going to get to me. I'm also not going to leave you in here to say what you want. I like the smell of the vitamin C stick. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? This is nice and cold. Some people actually keep the skincare in the fridge. I don't do that. In fairness, my room is like a fridge. And then that needs to soak in. And then we can put the radiance drops on. Look up tutorials then, Jamie. Okay, let's get some radiance drops on. So by the same brand yet again. Potion Glow Watermelon Elixir Radiance Face Drops. It's very nice. And I do about 2 drops. Right, so out of it all, I would say the toner is the worst for the scent of watermelon. The Radiance Face Drops aren't too bad, and also the day cream's not too bad. Hi, it's Elise. Do you remember me? Yes, I do. Why are you asking that, Reinhardt? Right, let that soak into the skin. No, I'm not. I don't think I look like Muslim. So no. I think you can tell I'm white and British. Let's see what you've written. You're being absolutely ridiculous, Reinhardt. I've just said I think you can tell I'm white and British. That's all tacky. That's good. Right, let's get some of this e.l.f. putty primer on. Bye, Rocky. It's as easy as that. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3, guys. I can get you out as quick as I've just got Rocky out. I don't need any negativity on this channel, especially not tonight. And I just won't put up with it. I'm glad you're able to remove like that. It's not needed, exactly. Normally I give them a chance, Sarah. But after the day I've had, you know, I only want people to be in here that are genuinely interested in makeup and that aren't saying silly things, and that includes you, Reinhardt. I am waiting for the next comment that you make, and if it's a derogatory one or a silly one like the previous two, I'll get you out as well. Right, so that was Project Pan, the e.l.f. Liquid Poreless Putty Primer. You've come to a makeup channel, no name. And then we've got the New Look Glow Highlighter Stick. So let's put some of this on, which is also Project Pan by Reinhardt. Thanks, Geneva. Because you can quite clearly see that I'm a white British female. I haven't got there yet, no name. And actually I have put a primer on. You should have seen that. I've just put the e.l.f. Putty Poreless one on. Of course, love, and I love the way you deal with jackasses. Sometimes you have to deal with them in a certain kind of way. Right, I'm going to go in with Becca Under Eye Corrector before we put foundation on. The majority of them don't want to be here for an eyeshadow get ready with me, sorry. They just want to say derogatory comments, and I should just ignore them, really. What do you mean, is this light? Is what light? Thank you, Geneva. It's not super thick at all. I live in the UK. This is how we speak in the northwest of the UK. If you can't understand it, the best thing probably is to exit out. No name. Right, I'm going to go in with the Urban Decay Stay Naked Hydromaniac Tinted Glow Hydrator. It says it's medium coverage up to 24-hour wear, and it looks like that. I'll get you out as well. I'm going to put some of this Face Facts Vitamin C Facial Mist on my sponge. Well, the algorithm's back up and running. The people that aren't really subscribers are coming in. Hi, Sunkissed. I'm using the Pat McGrath Labs palette I used yesterday, but I don't think using the live, so using that today. Where do you get your jewellery from? Pandora. Right, we're going to put some concealer on now. It's a Glossier Stretch Concealer. Do you plan ahead with your palettes and looks, etc.? Not really looks. I look into a palette and I try and say to myself, well, what look do I want to do today? Normally I like do it with the top that I'm wearing, but there's nothing in this Pat McGrath Labs palette. Like, basically, I'm just going to do any look. But yeah, I do plan ahead in the fact that I pull palettes out for my Shop My Stash videos, and I'll use one and then I'll use all the shades in that, and then I'll go to the next one, and then when I've used all the Shop My Stash eyeshadow palettes, I'll then bring out more. And I started doing that voting for the subscribers to actually vote on what they want to see me, use. So I guess the answer to the question is yeah, to a certain extent. Also, what's a good moisturising face lotion before using foundation? I use different ones, so I can't really tell you. The Ordinary has a nice day cream, but I've never used it. Yeah, The Ordinary has very inexpensive skincare. A nice moisturising foundation. I'm just, whereabouts do you live in the world? I'll be able to tell you then. Because I'm from the UK, obviously there's things here that you might not be able to get in your country. Florida. You might like this one. Elf. Oh, where? No, that's a putty, so this is the Elf Soft Glam Satin Foundation. I've only just started liking that. I think it's really nice. But then there's also this Urban Decay one. I don't think I really like it that much. But this says that it's like a hydrating one. I don't really use high-end foundations. My back's starting to hurt again. Looks nice on the skin though. Right, let's do the brows. Right, for you, all you guys that aren't like a new here, all I do is brush them out and then put a brow glue through them. I'm going to have to tint them again soon. Thanks, I'll pick some up. I've tried Tarte and Urban Decay, but it clumped up. Didn't set well. Do you mean it was pilling? I've never heard of foundation clumping up before. Hi, Troy. Right, so I'm going in with NYX, the brow glue. Estee Lauder work well, but it's a little expensive. Yeah, you can get cheaper ones. Try the NYX. NYX. It's a skin tint. No, it's not a full-on foundation. Right, I've just thought of two that you should be able to get in your country. So we've got the NYX glazed buttermelt soft glow skin tint. So that's perfect for like this time of year when it's hot. So we've got that, and then we've got the Maybelline, this one here, is really nice as well. Lasts up to 30 hours, Lumi Matte foundation. I'd recommend those two over the e.l.f. one. And they're not expensive at all. I'm way late doing this tonight. Splotches. I've never come across that using a foundation. I've got to admit, normally I come across it where if the primer's not the right primer underneath it, or the SPF that I'm using is not like kind of leaves a white cast, it will pill. So that's basically, pilling means that it leaves white things on the skin. So I had to take the whole foundation off and start again. That's the only thing I've ever come across. Right, let's go in with some powder. Oh, it's over there. Okay, Revolution Beyond Radiance. Need to find the brush. Okay, we'll use this Made by Mitchell brush. So this is really bright, and I only use this under the eyes. Hi William, how are you? Right, so let's go in. Part of me wants to use one of those new cream blushes I got yesterday. I was going to save them for when I did the next Shop My Stash. But there's one. If it's even in that drawer, I don't know. The packaging was really sticky yesterday, so I had to try and clean it up a bit. Let's see. Damn it, I think my rings have fallen into my drawer. I need to find them, the Pandora rings. Oh, God, let me put these on. I mean, look at them, they are so cute. And then we've got this half moon one. So let's put these on. Okay, so, oh, it was this Essence one I wanted to try. Because it really reminds me of the Pat McGrath Labs one, except I think the Essence one is a little bit darker. I'm okay, William. Struggling with the back, but other than that, I'm okay. Contour, we'll go in with this. She Glam. It's the lightest shade that they do. Soft Tan Sun Sculpt Liquid Contour. Very nice. Very nice indeed. If I can find the brush before it dries. Oh, I've lost my favourite brush. And that one's got blush on it. That one's the brush. There's some brushes in here which might work. Have you got an Android? No, it's an iPhone. I wish we... Oh, hang on. I wish we could get more Essence products over here. Go to Amazon. That's where I got that blush from. I can't wait to try it. Because that was just a blush that you could only get in America at one point. I hate that. I hate the fact that Essence and CoverGirl, like, we can't even get CoverGirl here. And it's like an American thing rather than it being a worldwide thing. But then there's some things in the UK that you can't get in America, Australia, Canada even. So I guess it equals, like, it balances itself out. Hi Uma. I don't know, watching people do daily stuff is calming. ASMR inducing. Well, the ASMR is from the bracelet. I'll add you in my prayers. Thank you, William. That She Glam one has been a good one. Seems to blend really well. Yeah. And I've got the She Glam contour stick. That isn't like cream. It's just a normal contour stick. And that's really good too. In fact, I don't know which one I prefer. So in the next Shop My Stash, I need to bring that out. I've also... it comes in a stick like this, basically. And I bought a backup of it because I really enjoyed it. Let's just blend this out. Oh, okay, lol, you've got makeup on your camera or something. Have I? Well, in the camera. Was it fuzzy? Well, I've cleaned the screen now, so you shouldn't be able to see anything like that now. I'm surprised nobody else has told me. You should start an ASMR channel too. This is calming AF. No, I don't like ASMR. Like if somebody's saying, like I'm just making an example now, I'll do it. Like I'll do it, but I don't like doing it. I'm going in with this blush now. It's called Divine Rose. Oh my gosh, it goes through me. It goes through me. And when people do this as well, and the tap, tap, tap in, no. No. That's not me and my channel. At Geneva, Android Supremacy. Hi, Sundas. You're way better now. You are very welcome, my friend. God bless you. I haven't seen anything. Maybe it was some imaginary makeup. I cleaned the lens anyway. I cleaned the lens from the back, and I put my finger over the front-facing camera. Damn, your voice is beautiful, though. Thank you, Tom. You got the potential. To do what? What would you like me to do? A makeup ASMR channel or something else? That's cracked me up. I would not be able to take myself seriously doing that. I just wouldn't. I'd probably start laughing. If I did that for a couple of minutes, I'd probably start laughing. Maybe I will do it one day. ASMR for shits and giggles. Get ready with me and see how long I can last. But it depends if you guys like ASMR. Sorry, I'm just going in with the Revolution cream blush. Because I don't like watching ASMR. So I don't know if I could ever make my channel into an ASMR channel. Why am I going in with this brush? I shouldn't be. Where, without whispering or anything, your voice is calming. I wouldn't be able to keep a straight face to do it. I know. Me either. You should do spicy content. What do you mean, Tom? Explain yourself. I can't sleep without ASMR. It's been 4 years and it's fixed my insomnia. I couldn't sleep with an ASMR. I normally like listen to the birds. The birds, like when I'm going to sleep, it's normally about 3, 4 a.m. They're outside my window whistling. They're whistling now. How could you do that, Tom? You couldn't do yoga and that at the same time, and your message has been flagged. And let me just say, I'm not an OF channel. If you want that kind of, thing, go to OF. There's websites like that where you pay a person. Silence scares me. I'm 19, but I get scared like a kid. That's all right. I don't like the dark. Everyone's got the thing, haven't they? what's wrong with the human body and beauty. Well, that's not what YouTube's for, is it? Yeah, I sleep with the lights on, even if it's just a very, very dim light. Let's get some of this water. No shame in admitting that you like a light on. I'm like that because when I was very young, I went on holiday and I was constantly crying, and the people there basically said that there was burgling the property where I was staying, and there was a man that really scared the crap out of me. So ever since then, I've just not liked the lights being turned off. And no one's going to burgle your property if your lights are constantly on. No one's going to try and do it, because they don't want you to see who they are. Right, let's do some powder bronzer now. Where is it? It's at the back. I've got sleep paralysis, so I'm more scared of ghosts and stuff than thieves. Oh wow. So what happens? Can you just not move? Like when you're sleeping, can you just not move? Like I've got sleep insomnia and I've got sleep apnea, so I don't get the best sleep myself. Don't be horrible, Tom. He can be scared if he wants. This is a safe space. Stop being horrible, otherwise I'm going to have to get you out. Is there nothing the doctor can give you for that? Hi, Megan. Yeah, that's nice. Let me take a powder brush. I just want to go in with a bit of this. Feel like I've gone in a bit harsh with the bronzer. So this is just a transparent powder from Rimmel in 001. I look nothing like Elizabeth I. And I wouldn't be able to speak like her either. We're from different parts of the country. Right, so probably shouldn't have put that on before I put cream blush on. It's going. It's all right, Megan. How are you? How's you and your evening? Right, I want to do one on one side, one on the other side. We're putting powder blush over the top anyway. So we'll do Essence Baby Got Blush in the shade Rosé All Day. It was all sticky, so the label's off, but I know it's called Rosé All Day. a really, really beautiful colour. I'm sure this smells of watermelon. That's considerably darker than the Pat McGrath Labs one, I think. Let's put this on this side. Yeah, it is. But on camera, they look pretty similar. This one blends a lot nicer. I mean, you'd expect it to, right? With Essence, the Essence one was, I think, $4.99. It wasn't much. Let's see how that blends. Hi, Nemo. We were supposed to go out a few weeks ago, but she was so busy, so we're going out tomorrow. Oh, I forgot to read the top one. It's good and I'm good. I'm going out with my dad's girlfriend tomorrow and I can't wait. Do you want to go out with that every so often? Well, look how blushed it is. Hi, Angel. They look very similar, yeah. I think if you wanted to try the... Wow! I think this one's more radiant and you have to blend it out a lot more than you do the Pat McGrath one on this side. I think if you wanted to try the Pat McGrath Divine Rose Glow, I would suggest this one. I'm going to blend it in a minute with my powder brush. On the cheeks, they look similar. They look so similar. And then we powder blush over the top. You're not gonna be able to tell. So back in with this brush. Might have to go in with a sponge. That's actually a pretty blush. They look really similar. You just have to be careful with the Essence one. With the Pat McGrath Labs one, it's more balmy. Can I put this light up more? Right, that's on full. Because it wasn't looking great. Right, let's get a powder blush on. What am I using now? Oh, right, yeah. The Dior one. I'm from the UK, Kim's. So it's just this lovely pink. This is Project Pan. Wow, look at that. Why is there only 4 people here? There's actually 7. People come in and go all the time though. It's not an issue. What's important is the overall views of the live once the live's done with. And they've been getting better. That's nice. Highlighter. Let's go in with the Colourpop Super Shock in Lunch Money. Project Pan. Doing well with it. I saw Tate McRae on Sunday and oh my god, I want to do it again. Thanks, Kims. Right, so highlighter, the one that's in Project Pan, that will be the MAC Soft and Gentle. So we'll be using these until I've used the actual palette up. We've got quite a lot of looks to do with it. I don't know what look I'm going to go for today. What do you mean, light makeup? Right, so MAC Soft and Gentle. Oh, it's a concert. That's nice. I'm going to see Chicago next month. I'm really looking forward to it. I've been waiting ages for that, it would seem. Looking glowy. I don't really need to do this next bit, but we will. Because I want to get rid of it. Well, not rid of it, but I want to use it up. Dalba First Spray Serum. Hydrated and radiant skin. I mean, we're already looking radiant here, but okay. Forgot to put this on. Oh well, we'll do that next time. It's too late now. I've used powder and I've also put some of that spray on. Where's my... oh, forgetting where I put my eyeshadow base. That's nice that you got the tickets. I don't go to concerts anymore. I prefer theatre. But if Ed Sheeran did a concert, I know he's touring in Germany at the moment. If he did a concert in the UK, I'd go and see that. But it's not the kind of thing I can take my mum to. Even though she likes Ed Sheeran, there's a lot of pushing and shoving. I'd go to that by myself. That's fair enough, Megan. I'm struggling with my neck tonight, guys. I've had a busy day though. And I've had to carry grocery bags back as well. You don't know how to work ticket sites and things. That's fine. As long as you got to go. That was the main thing. Where's that powder? Right, I'm going to go in with this to set the eyeshadow base. Hi Mara. I'm okay, I'm just struggling with my back a bit. You're here for the best part. I always say that to people when they come in at this part. The eyeshadow is the best part. A lot of people would say the bases, but for someone that actually loves eyeshadow, which is me, I would say eyeshadow. Yes, it was. I had the best night of my life. I wish I could do it again. Right, we're going in with this palette by Pat McGrath Labs again, because I need to use every single shade. It's in a no pan left behind challenge, so I need to use every single shade at least once. The mattes I've used multiple times. I do enjoy the eyeshadow part, yeah, I do too. Your new clips look nice. It's just to hold the hair back. It really needs washing again. Right, so again, this is what it looks like. I'm not going in with this gold. I mean, that gold's not the nicest eyeshadow in the palette. I want to do this one, I think. I don't think that shifts. So what shade is that? That shade is Cosmic Bloom. So we're still going to go in with this shade first. We're starting off with this on a fluffy brush. That one's called Secret Eden. If I can get a fluffy brush. Go away, card. Oh, I've just seen it. Love to have fun with new eyeshadow, yeah. I mean, it's not a new eyeshadow palette. I've had it for a couple of years nearly. But it's one that my mum bought for me as a joint birthday and Christmas present, and it's barely had any use, so it may as well be a new palette. And I would hate for that palette to go mouldy or like bad or expired or not to be working as good. You know, so yeah, we definitely have to get more use out of it. So I'm just going into the eye socket, into the outer corner here. Get some water. I mean, the mattes are going to be very similar to what I used yesterday. It's when you get the shimmer on the lid that there should be a bit of a difference. The right eye seems more pigmented, so I'm just going to keep going in. Yeah, that seems fine. I'm going to go in with the Revolution Contour Palette again for that shade. And just make sure it's blended as well as it can be, of course. I mean, even though people were coming in and saying strange things earlier, I have noticed the likes, and there's definitely more likes than there is on a normal video. So that must mean the algorithm is getting better. It's noticing that I'm going live at like the times it's telling me to. Yeah, they need a lighter transition shade in there. Yeah, for sure. I said this last night. I would have preferred that this one wasn't in, because that to me is a strange one to have in here. But it is, and I will use it, but just not all the time. Like, I mean, I can use other eyeshadow palettes with this palette. That really isn't an issue, but you know, the whole point of me doing this is to use this palette or whatever palette I pull and use all the shades, and then we can choose a new one and do that for a full 12 months. So because I wanna, shall I do the lash line? No, I won't do the lash line, and we'll do something different to how I did it yesterday. So let me just wipe this brush off, and we will use Extreme Plum Noir, even though there's nothing plum about it, but it's the shade here, and I'll show you the shade in the palette, and you'll be able to see there's nothing plum about that. It's a dark brown shade, but we'll put it in the outer corner. And then we'll blend it in a minute. Flick it up. We don't need too much of that because it is pretty dark. Yesterday I put it in the lash line. We won't do that today. Right, let's wipe that brush off. And do I have a different one that I could use for blending? Maybe this one. You know, in some of the palettes, Pat McGrath, the colour combination can be right weird, and it's like, what are you thinking? At least with Natasha Denona, it's cohesive, right? That's the only Mothership palette I've got though, the Utopian Dream. I don't really have any of her other bigger ones, and I don't think I want any. I've not looked on the website in forever. I do like Natasha Denona better than I like Pat McGrath Labs. Hi Andrea, how are you? I'm just in a bit of pain, Lotus Flower. I haven't finished Ari. I'm just blending it out here, and I don't want it to be like blended away into nothing. You're very impatient, Ari, aren't you? Do you expect an eyeshadow look to come together like that? It takes time, trust the process. Right, we're going to get some glitter glue on. And we still haven't finished yet. Oh, is it down there? Right, Technique glitter primer. Wow, those birds really are living the best life out there. take your time, be patient, people. It's a process, isn't it, Marwa? And there's certain things that I don't want to be blended away into nothing. Like I like a darkened outer corner, and a lot of the time that completely goes anyway when I put the shimmer all over. Right. I'm going to go in with my Wayne Goss brown eyeliner. It's in the shade Precious Opal. I try. Sydney, wow. I've got friends in Australia. I'm actually supposed to be going to Australia. I don't know when, but it really needs sharpening. I said this yesterday when I used it. Need to find my sharpener. Okay. What shade is it? I've already forgotten. Cosmic Bloom? Yeah. This one. This is soft. Oh, that's pretty. I wish I had a more pink top on. See, I've gone right to the end. And the reason I put it on with my fingers is because the warmth of the fingers help apply eyeshadow better. Just in case you're wondering. Yeah, it's like a really nice rose gold colour, Sarah. Right, so we haven't finished blending just yet. In fact, what I tend to do normally is I use this powder a lot, so that helps with the blending. So we'll go back in with that. Makes your eyes pop. Thank you. Yeah, doing this definitely helps to blend. I'll also blend it a bit more. But I don't want to be blending things away to nothing. That's not what eyeshadow's about. And don't forget, guys, you know, everyone has their own preference when they're doing eyeshadows. Makeup is supposed to be fun. There's no right or wrong way to apply makeup, in my opinion. I think this looks fine, looking in the mirror. And then we're going to go in with that highlighter shade, which is called Skin Show Nude Ecstasy. This one here. I wonder what that one would look like. What shade is that? Astral Venezuelan Orchid. Let's try a bit of this. Yes, it's diffused perfectly. Thank you, Marwa. Oh, hi, Mel. Let's just put it here. Ooh. That is pretty. Let's put some more here. I'm not putting it in the inner corner, it's too dark for that, but just where I've laid it down, that looks nice. Oh, wow. Okay, so let's take that off the brush and go in with that shade I told you about. So that is the Skintone Nude Ecstasy. So we've just gone in with this one, which is, if you're not familiar, so these 4 shades up here are Pat McGrath Lab special shades. This one though, there's nothing special about it, I don't think. I've not used it yet. We're going to be using it eventually. This one looks very dark as well. That one was dark yesterday. This one looks very dark. Probably use that tomorrow. And we're going to go in with this one as the inner corner highlight. Oh my god, so pretty. I do like her special shades. I've got the Venus in Flares Voyeuristic Vixen palette. I think that'll be coming out when I've used this one. Oh, so nice. I mean, I don't really rate the highlighter shade in this palette. It's more of a highlighter for the cheeks, but it's usable. If I was being picky, there's certain shades in here I'm not overly fussed on. I'm going to go back in with that, what's it called? Cosmic Bloom shade. So that one looks like that, and we're just going to press that on. It goes nicely with the matte, which was called Secret Eden. So I'll show you them two again in a minute for all those people that are new. Well, not new, but have just come in. So obviously those 2 shades go nicely together, and even this one. So let me just put this over here, the card. Yeah, I think that's nice. I'm going to try this Essence The False Lashes Mascara Extreme Volume and Curl again. I feel like I've not used this for like a week now. Oh, it still sounds like it's a wet formula and needs to dry out a little bit. But we'll try it. I might wear my Fenty Beauty Riri lip gloss bombs or whatever they're called. I think it would go really, really nice with this here. You know, it always amazes me, like once you put mascara on, how much prettier an eye look will look. Like, you can tell, obviously, like I look like I've got no lashes on this side. Let's fix this. I never put mascara on my lower lashes. I don't want anything that close to my eye, thank you very much. Yeah, this needs more time to dry out. That's alright though, because I have got another mascara open. which I normally use this one, W7 Absolute Lashes. And you can normally tell with a mascara if it's wet or dry, just by like pulling the wand out. So that's the one I normally use. My new fave mascara is Rimmel Lash Loader. Oh, I've not heard of that one. What kind of tube does it come in? What colour? And I'll try and look out for it. Right, so this is the Fenty Beauty one I was talking about. Fenty Beauty, I'm sure it's Riri. Yeah, Riri. Gloss Bomb. Right, let's put some lip liner on, some Project Pan lip liner. Pete Louise is in the shade Crush. Blue, okay. Does it give you length and volume, or? Because I like length and volume. I like the false lash effect. I think I'm gonna fill the entire lip in so I can use more of the pencil. Oh God, my shoulder. The things you do for YouTube and your subscribers. So that's what it looks like just with the lip pencil. You could wear it like that, but it's not like moisturising, so you definitely want to wear some kind of a gloss over the top. Yeah, it does. I love it because it's not wet. Oh, that's good. Normally, like with mascaras, they dry, don't they? But I've had this, I want to say. I mean, I don't remember this being a wet formula. This used to be my holy grail. So normally they like dry at some point. I mean, I'm obviously not going to keep it in my makeup basket for months. I want to say I've had it for at least a good month, maybe 6 weeks. So, yeah, let's go in with the Riri shade. Oh my gosh, this smells so nice. I don't like them because they're a bit gloopy, these. I was right, it does go with the eyeshadow. They might be gloopy, but it does look nice. Feel like I need to blend out on this side. Yeah, I think it does as well, Sarah. So tomorrow's live, it's going to be incredibly early, so I don't blame you if you can't make it, because I'm going to my sister's. I go to my sister's every Thursday, so the live will be between 3:30 and 4 UK time, but you can always watch it on playback if you want to. I wonder what tomorrow's rant will be. I really like my skin as well. My skin's looking nice. The mascara looks nice, don't get me wrong, it's just a wet formula, and a lot of the time with wet formulas, it's down here, up here, all over the place, and I don't like that, especially when you've got somewhere to be. But anyway, that's what that looks like. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. It means a lot. If you've not already liked the live stream, could you please? That would really help me out. And also, if you want to join me tomorrow, I'd love to see you there. And I'll see you all soon, guys. Bye.